Apple cider vinegar is my favorite vinegar. I consume it on a daily basis. I also like balsamic vinegar, but at the moment I'm into apple cider vinegar, and I have been for many years, to be honest. It's not just a phase. It's just because it has a lot of benefits health-wise, but it's also something that I use to make tinctures, and also it's one of the ingredients in my facial toner. I don't always have that many bottles of apple cider vinegar. Usually I have two on hand, one I'm currently using and then one as a backup. But just because I also, like I say, just use it a lot, not just for eating, but also for other things. And so now I'm actually getting into making my own apple cider vinegar. And the reason it's because it came about last year. I was living in between Portugal and France, and I had bought a bottle similar to this one of apple cider vinegar, unpasteured, unfiltered, and raw. And when I came back to Portugal after a few months, then I found, to my surprise, a vinegar mother, which I didn't know at the time something was something that could happen, because the mother, right, I'm used to this. It usually looks like this, kind of this cloudy. Apple cider vinegar is very cloudy, and then at the bottom you have this kind of sediment, a bit of like stringy looking thing. But obviously, left alone long enough, then it can transform into a mother, which is similar looking to SCOBY used to make kombucha. I'm just going to wash my hand and show you. I'm going to take it out. So you can see it's pretty cool, extremely similar to the SCOBY of a kombucha. But apparently, and this is a learning process for me right now, I'm in no way an expert, but apparently this is not to be used to make kombucha. They are similar but different in their composition. And I just thought that it was really cool, and I decided to keep them. You don't have to use a vinegar mother or like this to make vinegar, but I'm a little bit attached to them because it's just the first time, because I actually have two. So this bottle is, I'm using it to keep the other one. And I just decided that, yes, maybe that was the sign for me to start making my own vinegar. And just in general, in 2026, I would like to learn a lot more about fermentation process. It's something that I already do. I have, for example, here, I have preserved some lemons. I've been doing that for a few years. And I also got into sprouting, which is also a really cool process to watch the seeds just germinate. So I decided that I just really want to learn more in 2026 because I think it's a beautiful art form. So I went to the library and I picked up this book, which is here in French, but in English it's Wild Fermentation by Sandor, Ellix, Katz. Because, like I say, I would like to not just make stuff, but also just learn a lot more about this art form. I mean, look at this guy. It's such a friendly face, and I'm just a few pages into the book, but he's a man after my own heart. There is something that he says about, it goes on about the benefits and the scientific benefits of and composition of fermented food. And it just says that, to be honest, it's not something that he fully understands, but he also says that you don't really need molecular analysis to know if food is beneficial to the body, and to trust your instincts and your taste buds and also the sensation of well-being inside yourself. So I just really love that, and I look forward to keep on reading the book. So I have decided, right, for the first time down the line, I will do it from scratch, as in buying the apples and, you know, making my own juice. But I just thought, I wanted to use apple juice, unfiltered and non-pasteurized, to make apple cider vinegar. So this is a kind of the lazy way. And disclaimer, I actually did the even lazier way last year when I found out about the mother. I thought that maybe if I go and buy apple juice again, but just put it straight away into the bottle just to feed the mother and have vinegar. And it did work. I did get vinegar, but I think it was apple vinegar rather than apple cider vinegar, because now I'm finding out that it's actually a two process where the apple juice has to be fermented first so that the yeast can turn in the sugar into alcohol. So this is what I am trying at the moment. And I came today, this is day 3, and I came today, and it was just really cool that I could see like the bubbles. And now I'm going to give it a bit of a stir. And this is so cool. You can see the bubbles. I'm just like so excited about the whole process. And it smells really, really nice. See the other jar, and it's a beautiful color. Yeah. And I'm going to give it a little taste. So it's still tasting like apple juice, but there is a little bit of, I can notice a little bit of a change. Apparently it's roughly about a week to 10 days until the sugar, the yeast turns the sugar fully into alcohol. So I'm gonna keep checking on it, and I'm gonna put my little. I found those really cool cheesecloth made of organic cotton that I'm using to cover my glass jars. And yeah, I'm excited about making my own apple cider vinegar. So I'll come back and show you the other steps as I go along in this learning journey into the world of fermentation. Today is day 5 of the fermentation process, and I'm about to just give the 2 jars a little bit of a stir to see where the fermentation process is coming along. Oops. So there are still, you can see bubbles at the top there. It smells really nice. Let's see. This is so cool. I just love it. Okay, so still going well, and it's a beautiful color. So both of them, and I'm gonna give them a little taste. Yeah, it's starting to change in flavor for sure. Beginning to taste a little bit more like alcohol. So I'm gonna put my little cheesecloth back on and come back and check on them in the next few days. It has now been exactly 7 days since I first put my unpasteurized, unfiltered raw apple juice to ferment. I'm gonna check today again with the bubbles and the taste, and depending on what it looks like and tastes like, I might put the vinegar mothers in there today. So let's have a little look. It's definitely more cloudy, definitely changing in color. Let's see when I stir. Still some bubbles there. but it's definitely not as vibrant as it has been in the last few days. This one definitely less. So I'm just going to give it a little taste. Yeah, you can definitely, the taste has definitely changed. This one tastes a little bit more like alcohol now. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put my vinegar mothers in the mix and start my the process of my apple cider vinegar. So exciting! So I'm gonna wash my hands and get my vinegar mothers. Okay, so here we go. I have my vinegar mothers, and I'm gonna put one in each of my little jars. That is so cool. So exciting. So here goes one in your new home. Oops. Wow, so beautiful. And another. So interesting enough, one of the mothers, as you can see, is staying at the top, and the other one just went straight down, which I heard can happen. But I thought it was interesting, so I'll see what happens in the next few days and few weeks, and see how that actually affects the vinegar, or if it does at all. I don't know. Maybe there is something going on with the mother. I'm not sure, but I did hear that this could also happen. It happens also with the kombucha. So anyway, I'm gonna put my cheesecloth back on, and then I'll come and show the process as it goes along. But I'm very exciting once again. This is the day after putting in the vinegar mother in the apple juice, and now both of them are actually floating at the top. So I am somewhat relieved, even though I knew that this could happen. And it floated to the top very shortly after I put it in the jar actually last night. So yes, the two vinegar mothers are in their new homes, and yes, just looking forward to be part of the process and watch it unfold. It's pretty cool, to be honest. I can't stop being very excited about this. Today is day 13 since I started my adventure in making apple cider vinegar, and it's almost 1 week since I put the vinegar mother, which I now know is actually called a pellicle. The mother refers to more of this cloudy, stringy at the bottom, and then this would be the mother. And you can see I actually left it alone. I only checked this morning, and you can see the other pellicle forming at the top. It's so exciting. I'm really so happy. So you can see that. So on top of the pellicle that I had put in to make the vinegar, then this has formed, which is a sign that it's going good. I'm gonna give it a taste now. Yeah, it's definitely more vinegary, but it's not there just yet. So I'm gonna put this back and let it do this thing and come back again. But the scent has definitely changed, and the color is also changing slightly. So just putting this back into their little house, and I'll keep checking on them. It has now been almost 4 weeks since I first started the apple cider vinegar making journey with those jars, and 3 weeks since I put in the pellicles that I had. And my vinegars have gone a little bit mental. I have, I don't know why, I'm not sure, but it's all part of the journey. But I have 5 pellicles now in each of them in a very short amount of time. And I'm about to give them a little taste. I tasted them, uh, what is it? I think 10 days or 2 weeks ago. No, 1 week ago. And oh my God, one of them, I almost burned my throat. It was so strong. Not yet vinegar taste for sure. but it's all part of the process, I suppose. I think I didn't leave them long enough in the first stage of the fermentation of like the yeast turning the sugar into alcohol. But like I said, it's all about experimenting. I'll make other ones along the line. It's just the beginning of my journey, so I'm all good with making mistakes. It's all part of the fun. And I am actually not sure if it's a mistake or not, but I'm gonna give them another taste now, and we'll see. So you can see the pellicles absolutely got mental there. Anyway, let's start with this one. Definitely softer in the taste, and it's starting to taste like cider vinegar, so that's good. And let me try the other one. And this one was the one that almost burned my throat when I tasted it. I almost choked. It's quite funny. Well, funny now. Very nice. No, actually, I got it wrong. That was the other one that burned my throat. Because funnily enough, this one tastes a little bit more fruity than this one. So it's quite interesting. So we see how this unfolds. I'm still gonna leave them alone in the cupboard for. I'm gonna obviously check back on them, but I think they probably need maybe like another 1 or 2 weeks. I think I'll see. Like I say, it's all about testing and see where there is a flavor that's works for me. To be honest, this one, I'd be quite happy to use it right now, but I'm still gonna give it a few days. So here we are. That was the checkpoint on almost a month down the line. It has now been 5 weeks since I first started the apple cider vinegar journey using shop bought, unpasteurized, unfiltered apple juice, and 4 weeks since I introduced the vinegar pellicle that I had into those two jars. So I'm gonna have a look once again. And as I said in the last update, my vinegar just both of them just went mentals. You can see I have now I don't know how many pellicles, but so many of them. So first of all, I'm gonna smell them. It smells very nice. I mean, it's healthy. There's no mold or any funky stuff. It's just that I don't know. It's and I try to find out exactly what it means, why there are so many pellicles. Because of course there are pellicles they are going to form. So I think there's something to do with this method of making the apple cider vinegar, which is the simplest of all. I am going to, again, I'm experimenting, so I am going to do the next batch I will do by juicing apples and that. I just wanted to see what will happen with the apple juice because I know that, well, you can make them like that. So if you know why I have so many pellicles, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to taste the vinegar. Oh wow, that is very yummy. Very tasty. Let me try the other one. Wow. Both are very good. Um, they have slightly changed taste since the last time. Now I can't really tell the difference anymore. Before, like I said, one of them was a little bit fruity, more fruity. I think this one was. But very happy with that. A bit salty. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the um, the pellicles. And I'm actually for now, you don't have to keep them apparently, but again, I've grown a little bit attached to them. But for the moment, I'm going to put them in two different containers until I decide what to do with them. I've read that you can actually also dry them in a dehydrator and make some kind of like something similar to fruit leathers, or also dry them fully and then ground them and use them as seasoning. So I don't know. As I said, for now, I'm gonna take them out I have two containers to put my vinegars in. I'm not going to put them in the same jar for now. I'm going to keep them apart. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Take out the mothers first. I can use my fingers, but wow. Oh my God. This is so cool. I'm just in love with this process of fermentation. Incredible. Okay, so I'm going to remove all of them and place them in respective jars. Okay, so this is the, oh no, okay, five. Oh my God, this is crazy. They kind of merge together, but I think it's, yes, okay. So you can see this one uh, that has the color of the actual mother, the sediment at the bottom. This is so amazing. I am fascinating. So I think I've removed now, this is 7 or 8. Okay, so I'm going to put this in there, and I think that's it. Okay, put this to the side, and I'm going to repeat the process with this one. Again, beautiful, really beautiful. I don't know if I mentioned, but apparently you can eat them. So now I have removed the pellicles from the vinegar. You can see it's very cloudy, probably because I moved the things around actually. So I'm just gonna bottle them up, and then I'm gonna let them sit and come back tomorrow or the day after. And to store those, I can just put vinegar on top of that. You can use the vinegar that you have or regular white vinegar. So I think I'm just going to put white vinegar and save those babies, well, for consumption. So now I have my two containers of vinegar and also my pellicles. I put a little bit of vinegar on top of them. I'm going to put them in the fridge. And like I say, I think I'm going to dry some, turn some in the dehydrator, and also try it. I've never tried eating pellicles, so that should be interesting. And I'm going to let this sit overnight and come back tomorrow to see if everything has settled and to see the change in the color. But so far, I'm really happy with this first, this first experiment in the apple cider vinegar making world. This is the final result of my first time trying making vinegar, and I'm really chuffed about the result. So you can see now it's not as cloudy as it was yesterday. Everything has settled. You can see the mother at the bottom. And the same thing with this one. Just really, really happy with it smells really good, and the taste as well. The flavor is absolutely delicious. So the next time I will do, this was the, like I say, the easy version, so to speak. So the next time I'm going to make my apple juice from scratch. But the one last thing on this episode of apple cider vinegar, I'm actually going to try the pellicle, right? Because it is said that you can eat it. There's a lot of like good stuff. So I decided that I'm going to try it. Am I excited about it? Not really. It doesn't look like the most appetizing thing in the world. Yeah, it's good. It's I mean, it tastes like vinegar. Not really sure what I was expecting there, but apart from that, yeah, I'd be quite happy to add it to salads or that kind of stuff. It actually reminds me of the texture, now that I look at it also, and the taste of pickled ginger. Um, So it might actually be good also in sushi or that kind of stuff maybe. But I'm also going to dry it in my dehydrator and see make some form of like similar to fruit leather, like I think I was saying yesterday, and also just dry it completely. People I've read that people also dry it fully and make it into powder to season salads and dishes. So I'm definitely going to try that. But yeah, finally I have tried it, so I know what it tastes like. Texture not the best, but it's okay. So there you have it. That's the first chapter in my apple cider vinegar making journey.